YouTube. This is Senshi of Wolves here to post a video about Bella from Twilight and Ariya from Eragon, or the Inheritance Cycle or whatever. Um I wanted to do this because I watched ASmilingMalice and she said that Ariya wasn't Mary Sue. And so I was sitting here going, alright, I have an idea. Why don't I take Bella and then take Ariya and put them together and see how much more awesome Ariya is? Because, to be quite frank, I held Christopher Paolini in a much higher standard than I think I will ever hold Myers. If she stops writing romance novels and actually starts reading real novels, we'll see. But right now, no. Anyway, Ariya. Ariya is an elf. She is extremely beautiful. She went through hell in Gilead. Oh, when she was captured by Durza. We'll keep it at that. I don't remember where she went. And I just got done reading that part of the book. Um, Bella is human. She whines. Practically useless. Ariya is useful. And the only time she really plays damsel in distress is when she was poisoned by Durza and had her for self-induced coma to keep herself alive. Um, Unlike Bella, Ariya can use magic, but Arya's an elf. Though for some reason Bella can block minds. The thing is, I'm fairly certain if you put Bella up against Ariya, Ariya could probably break that barrier easily, because for one thing, she's an elf, and for another thing, she has magic to back her up, while Bella just, we don't even know what's backing her up. Myers didn't bother to make an attempt at explaining it. Where Bella is perfect at about everything, and even if she does make a mistake, it's like, oh, Bella, it's okay, you're fine. And none of the characters really get irritated with her except Edward. And Edward barely gets irritated with her. He just laughs it off. Whether or not he's actually irritated with her is beyond me. Um, Arya pissed Nasuada off in the third book when she literally ran, when she heard that Eragon was still in the Empire, she was gone. Didn't even stop to think, she just left. And that made Nasuada mad. Big time. And she makes Eragon mad because he thinks she's being difficult about this whole thing, even though he knows her reasons for not wanting to like him are valid. Uh, she makes her mom mad, mostly because her mom was being a little me. Um, she gets a lot of reprimand. She does get a lot of reprimand. Not as much as probably you'd think the main girl hero should, but still, she's pretty cool. Um, she is also 100, well, 80, okay, I think either like 85 years older than Aragon. I'm not sure. Around that time, and she, unlike Edward, said, "No, you are too young for me, especially since you're now immortal." I mean, when you're immortal, the age is a huge factor under 100, or at least under 50. I don't know when elves are fully mature. Probably, in my books, they're fully mature at 21, and they just kind of stay like that. I haven't really gotten beyond that. Anyway, Bella and Edward's relationship, Bella was like, I don't care if you're 100 years old, take me. And Edward's like, okay. And so that whole thing was kind of sketchy. Um, again with the Arya went through heck. I mean, Durza, she got tortured beyond her wildest dreams, and Brisingir, she admitted to seeing things, like literally, she had visions of things that weren't even there, like just random things, like she was going crazy, and she probably was. I mean, after there's only so much torture even an elf can handle before they just crack. Bella never had to go through that. Bella, as many people like to believe, is not a survivor. She is solely dependent on Eragon. She whines about the littlest things in life when she really, I mean, she, she could tell, she could have told her dad. The Volturi didn't need to know. I mean, she could have just said, "Look, Dad, I'm a vampire now. Just stay out of it," kind of thing, or just like informed her dad, or done something along those lines. I mean, she did not have to keep everything from her dad. I mean, Volturi or no. I mean, heck, why not turn your dad into a vampire too? I mean, wouldn't that have been nice? I mean, that would have been really nice, especially if you have the restraint to do it. I mean, it's just wrong. Um, Arya, on the other hand, is she's wise. She is really, really wise. But then again, she's 100 years old. She's gonna be. Um, and she doesn't whine. Arya does not whine about anything. Even when Aragon was trying to get all lovey-dovey on her, Arya did not whine about it. She kept it to herself. She backed off and said no because she knew it was a bad idea. And Bella just whines all the time. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, feminism. I'm not too much into feminism. I mean, I'm all for women's rights in some cases, but power to the woman wise, Bella, no. Arya pones. She pones. I do not know anyone who pones as awesome as Arya. Arya wields swords, goes off and finds Eragon, literally helps Eragon through baby steps through everything. I mean, come on. Eragon is the one, half the time, Eragon's the one depending on her, not the other way around. The only time she's ever had to depend on Eragon was when she got poisoned and had, like, days to live. So, yeah. Bella, no. Every moment of her entire existence is depending on Edward, depending on Edward. Oh, Edward, Edward. And then, Jacob, help me. Yeesh. And another thing is, like, when Bella went through her little pain problem, or Edward left her, she sank into a depression and just, like, lost herself and went completely psycho. Arya, when she recovered from all that torture that Durza put her through, she lived with it. She lived with the loss of, like, her old boyfriend. She lived with the loss of her other friends who have been accompanying her between Elismira and the Varden for years, for about 20 years, 15, about 15, 20 years. And she had to deal with that loss because I mean, that's a long time to spend with someone, and then you suddenly lose them. By chances are, you're going to be really close friends. And elves live for a long time, so she probably could have known them earlier. She didn't drop into depression. She stayed strong, and that's why. I mean, sure, I know. That's why I think Arya is just she pwns Bella beyond belief because she does things. She's good. She's awesome, and she's got power. Power to the elf women. Oh yeah. S Wolf out.